Good morning, students. This is Asha, your social science teacher. In yesterday's lecture, we have completed our chapter 2 in geography: land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife resources. We discussed this chapter in detail. Hope you remember. First, we discussed land resources, and then we discussed about this that 90% of the world population occupies only 30% of the land. We live only on 30% of the land. Remaining 70% is in the form of mountains, plateaus, and other forms. Then we discussed about land use, and this is the land use pattern of many countries. And yes, this we discussed community land and private land. Here you can see the land change in land use pattern. Earlier it was agriculture and houses, then roads were constructed, houses were developed, and you can see how nowadays this is the condition of that particular land. And here you can see the first picture, right? So that's just showing change in land use pattern. Then we discussed conservation of land resources, and this is the case study of Pangi village. Hope you remember we studied case study of Pangi village and landslide. And this is the soil, the next resource which we studied. This is a soil profile: topsoil, subsoil, weathered rock, parent rock. We discussed this. And the formation of soil, 5 important factors in soil formation: parent rock, relief, flora, fauna, climate, and time. We discussed all these 5 factors in detail. Then we moved on to degradation of soil and conservation measures of soil. We studied about terrace farming, contour plowing, and shelter belts, rows of trees planted together. These were the facts. And then we studied about water resources. We discussed how in 1975 what was the water consumption and what is now. And a dripping water tap wastes 1200 liters of water in a year. Then we moved on to problems of water availability and water conservation, how we can conserve water. And then the last topic, which is natural vegetation and wildlife resources, that we discussed. And this is what we discussed about vultures who were dying of diclofenac, and distribution of natural resources. These were the different things we studied. And this is the forest fire, last topic which we discussed. So by this we come to an end, and we have discussed these sites also and biosphere reserve. Now let's move on to book exercises. The first question is, tick the correct answer. So first question is, which one of the following is not a factor of soil formation? Which one is not? Time, yes it is. Organic matter, it is. It is soil texture, which is not a factor of soil formation. The next question is, which one of the following method is most appropriate to check soil erosion on steep slopes? In steep slopes, yes, it is terrace cultivation which is done. Third question, which one of the following is not in favor of conservation of nature? Switch off the bulbs, it is in favor of conservation. Close the tap immediately, conservation of water. Dispose polybag after shopping, yes, this is not in favor of conservation. So the answer is this. Now let's move on to match the following. Land use, it is productive use of land is known as land use. Second, humus. Humus means organic matter deposited on topsoil, that is known as humus. Third, rock dams. What they do? Rock dams prevent soil erosion. Last, fourth point, arable land. Arable land is land suitable for agriculture. So we are done with match the following. Now let's move on to true false. State whether the given statement is true or false. Ganga Brahmaputra plain of India is an overpopulated region. Yes, it is plain and very highly populated. So this is true. Second, water availability per person in India is declining. Yes, because every person is using so much of water, so availability of water, and the population has also increased. So this is also true. Rows of trees are planted in the coastal areas to check the wind movement is called intercropping. No, this is false. Rows of trees planted in coastal areas is known as shelter belts. What it is called, children? Shelter belt. So this is a false statement. Next, human interference and changes of climate can maintain the ecosystem. Yes, if we want, we can. Changes of climate cannot maintain the ecosystem. We need to put a lot of effort towards this. So by this, we come to an end of this book exercise questions. And now let's move on to key terms of this chapter. Right? So here are some key terms of this chapter. First is land. The surface of earth which is solid and covers about 30% of total surface of earth is called land. Second is land use. The way in which a particular section of land is being used is called land use. Next is private land. A part of land owned by a particular individual or group of individual is called private land. Next is community land. A part of land not owned by anyone but meant for use by large group of people living in a society is called community land. What it is called? Community land. Deforestation. The action of cutting down tree is called deforestation. And next is afforestation. The action of planting more trees is called afforestation. Soil. What is soil? A thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth is called soil. Weathering. Weathering refers to breaking up and decay of exposed rock. This breaking up and decay is caused by temperature fluctuation, frost action, plants, animals, and human activity. Parent rock. The original rock from which soil has been formed is called as parent rock. Now let's move on to the next one, which is mulching. Mulching is a process of covering the bare ground between plants with layer of organic matter like straw. So between two rows the organic matter is spread like straw. So this is known as mulching. Next is terrace farming. Terrace farming is the method of farming in which broad flat steps or terrace is made on the steep slopes so that flat surface is available to grow crop. So flat surface we grow crops. Intercropping. So in intercropping, different crops are grown in alternate rows, like in one row one particular crop and in another row other crop at different times to protect the soil from being washed away by rain. Right, at different times they grow different crops in different rows so that soil is not being washed away by rain. Contour plowing. Plowing parallel to contours. Generally land is not always leveled, so sometimes it has contours, it's uneven. So plowing done on these uneven surface of hill to form a natural barrier of water to flow down a slope is called contour plowing. Shelter belt. rows of trees that are planted in certain areas to check wind movement is called shelter belts, right? In this, generally it is done in coastal area or desert area where there is a huge winds, heavy winds come, so they plant trees in a row to stop any kind of erosion and check the wind movement. Next is fresh water. Water fit for human consumption is called fresh water. Children, that's all for today. Remaining word meanings and question answer we'll discuss in tomorrow's lecture. Thank you.